and we turn now to the newly coronated King of the North.
You're right, I'm Andy, your handy-dandy new Prime Minister from the north of England. A bit about me, but first, a bit about me. I like football, Oasis and social media, which means I'm no different, but also better than you. Confused? Don't be. It's just a paradoxical prerogative of the Prime Ministerial privilege. One of my newly received PM powers is the power to make promises, and I promise as PM to make lots of promises. One promise I always promised people I'd make if I made PM is the promise to end all homelessness in Great Britain. Pretty tall order, but bear in mind I'm not talking about ending homelessness, I'm talking about promising to end homelessness, which I will remind my critics I've already done. But theoretically, and that's one of those fancy words they force you to use up in Cambridge, theoretically, if I were to end homelessness in Great Britain, here's how I do it. First, in order to end homelessness in Great Britain, I would allow the US military to continue using UK bases from which to launch their bombing raids on Iran. Now you might be thinking this has naught to do with ending homelessness, and I thought the same thing too, until I saw myself on telly the night I became Prime Minister shaking hands with all the shiny people down south. Next step toward ending homelessness in the UK, I personally promise to post pictures of myself pulling pints at pubs. Now, what's the point of a pint? Whether you're prince or pauper, patrician or plebeian, paedophile or other politician, every person of Great Britain appreciates a pint. A nation of irredeemable alcoholics, we wouldn't know how to express an honest emotion unless proper pissed. Now, don't let the fact that that's not the fact concern you. By catering to the national stereotype, homeless people will feel left out and want to join in, and do whatever it takes to finally get off their lazy duffs and earn the minimum average of £5.50 to periodically partake in the potable pleasures of the pub. Another mint idea about ending homelessness in Great Britain that I'm absolutely mad about is once a week I'm going to get in a car, or I should say a bulletproof Range Rover in a convoy guarded over by high-tech helicopters and armed officers of the Metropolitan Police, and I'm going to go back to my humble beginnings, to the north of England where I'm from. And as soon as I get there, I'm going to say, hey up, remember me? I told you I'd be back. That's right, I'm northern, just like you. Northern, because in the history of Great Britain, there has never been such a thing as a rich northerner, and all the homeless people in the north are going to look at me and be inspired. They're going to say, hold on, he's northern like me, look how well he's doing, and they're going to want to be more like me and less like themselves. And that will end homelessness in the north of England, which will end homelessness in all of England, because just as there's never been such a thing as a rich northerner, there's never been such a thing as a poor southerner, and everything will be nice and level, all because of me, the humble old Prime Minister from the north of England. North.